You don't
Um,
expect any targeted bans?
no, not really. I mean, I'm not gonna see that. I don't think I'm gonna see that big of a difference. I think they're just gonna be basic bans. I don't think there's gonna be that big of a, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
kind of off the
Yeah,
wall,
yeah.
like random targeted bans. I think it's just gonna be pretty basic, and yeah,
Just current meta bans.
uh, yeah, I'm not, you know, it's just gonna be basic bans. I feel like I don't think we're gonna see like many different ones.
And I'd really like to see some some aggressive support picks this game. It's always fun to watch, those Leona engages, the Thresh hook. Um, which of those which of the current supports do you think would be like preferred like first picks for these teams?
Leona, Leona's a big one right now.
Would you
Um,
prefer a Leona over a Thresh?
I mean they're both pretty solid picks. I honestly don't really prefer one over the other. I mean Leona has a lot of CC and all, but um,
Thresh's Lantern offers a lot of saving utility in team
yeah, it
fights.
definitely does. I don't know. I don't really expect there to be too many big targeted. You know what I mean? They're not too many
Mhm.
like big targeted bans. I mean the teams kind of know each other, but I don't really expect.
Yeah.
Um,
Now I really like coming out of the blue team here, the final hour, that they've banned out a lot of the tankier top laners and disengaged champions. So like Mundo and Gragas, and they've opted for a first pick, probably Jungle Vi, which is a very strong competitive pick right now. Like a flash vault breaker before level 6 can do a large amount of damage. And I'd be really interested to see if that Vi focuses on mid lane ganks this game.
yeah, definitely mid lane ganks. You want to give that mid lane and top lane a big advantage in the early game. Um, I mean, if you get those lanes fed, it's going to give you a massive advantage later in the game. It's definitely a lane that you want to focus on getting fed. Top lane, not so much. I mean,
Mid lane's the big roaming lane.
yeah, mid lane's the big roaming lane. It's definitely the lane that's going to be the game changer.
Now, we see Purple Team has opted. Odin's Greatbeard has opted for a lot of CC between Leona and Udyr, and I really like those picks individually, but I'm kind of curious, like how do you think Udyr's gonna fare up against someone like Vi, who's got so much burst damage?
Udyr's still a strong pick. You're not going to catch him. He can split push all day long. He's just pretty much an unstoppable force, to be completely honest, that I've seen lately. So I just I mean Udyr's just an overall strong pick. Vi can fight him 1v1 though, but Udyr's just got that infinite split push capability because once he takes the lane and pushes it, he can instantly get out of there. He's literally almost impossible to catch.
Hmm. Hmm. Now, see, we've got Olaf and Thresh being locked in by blue team. Um, and as I recall, the last time that Final Hour played, they had Olaf run a very split push style, and he also built he really got a very early Ravenous Hydra. Um, what would you do you think it's better as Olaf to build that early Ravenous Hydra, or to spend the same amount of money getting tankier sooner?
Ravenous Hydra definitely. Well, it depends. It depends on how the early game goes. If he's going to get that aggression, he's definitely want to get the Ravenous Hydra to provide that pressure on the top lane. You definitely like the more pressure you can put on the top lane. He's an extremely good mix between tank and DPS. So it depends how top lane goes. If he stops losing, he's immediately gonna have to go tank. But if he can keep that aggressive push, he definitely wants to go for Ravenous Hydra first to keep that top lane
Hmm.
pressure because you need top lane is all about pressure and control, and you just need to get that advantage over CS on top, and you want to keep that pressure on tower, just because it's
Yeah.
usually tanks and not so much damage on top. It's usually just headbutting each other,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
it's it just depends on how it goes. If you're losing, you want to go tank. If you're winning, you want to probably get a Ravenous Hydra and provide that pressure on tower.
Yeah, now we see that we've got Lucian, Ziggs, and Warwick for the purple team. Um, I really like having Warwick top at the moment. He's very tanky. That suppression is great on carries, and on top of that, he's got a lot of sustain in lane. Um, but I kind of wonder how he's going to do against this Olaf because of the fact that Olaf has a lot of true damage and ranged harass with his axes. Do you think Warwick's going to be able to sustain through that, or do you think that he's going to handle the lane just fine and scale well?
That true damage provides Olaf with the poke he needs, just because of the fact that you can get as much armor as you want, but Olaf is just going to true damage you, and he can just put as much poke on you with that true damage, and you literally can't build anything to stop that. So I think he'll be able to sustain. Warwick's just got his passive. He's overall extremely good at sustaining. So I think he'll be able to sustain if Olaf isn't as aggressive as I think he's going to be. If he's aggressive, I
Hmm.
could definitely see problems with Warwick sustaining on top lane and keeping a
Yeah,
good pressure and advantage over top.
yeah. Now, I'm kind of curious here. From having played mostly bot lane, I'm noticing that the Leona has opted for exhaust, which is a great summoner spell, but typically in lane, bottom lane these days, you want to be very aggressive, um, and so I see that comparatively Thresh has ignite, so I feel like Leona might have possibly hamstringed a little bit of her early aggression by taking that exhaust. We'll see how that goes because Leona Lucian has a much better early laning phase than Thresh Vayne, just because Vayne's early game is so weak.
Yeah. Vayne does have a very early game weakness until she can get that attack speed and her true damage procs off that 3 silver shot. So Lucian's going to have the advantage over Vayne early game, but once it reaches mid game, I can see Lucian having some problems. So they're definitely gonna have to shut down Vayne and Thresh extremely early. Thresh does counter Leona, but it's all about the player.
It's all yeah. I was gonna say it's all about the timing of those flays, whether you can knock Leona out of her Zenith Blade or not. Um, how do you think mid's gonna go? This Ziggs versus Ari matchup, because traditionally Ziggs has a lot more push, but Ari post six has a lot of mobility and kill pressure that Ziggs doesn't have. What do you think's gonna happen with that?
Um, see here. I've seen a lot of Zig versus Ari mid lanes lately. Versus they've gone both ways. Um, Ari
Do you
has
see them leaning
better.
one direction?
Ari has the ability to 1v1 extremely well more than Ziggs does. Ziggs all about push and poke, and if Ari can get within that gap extremely close to him, he's going to be in big trouble. Especially if she lands
Hmm.
those charms perfectly and keeps them in sync.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What about in terms of team fighting? Which of these teams do you think is going to have the better team fight? Because it looks to me like between the AOE, CC, and the overall strength of their early game, I feel like the purple team has a better team fighting comp, but the blue team has a better split push or making picks comp where they take off one person.
I think they're pretty equal, to be honest. Yeah, I definitely think they're pretty equal all around, to be honest, when it comes to um, team fighting. I don't see one side having an advantage over the other side. So
Hmm.
we'll see how it goes. But I don't see a huge advantage for team fighting either way.
Hmm.
Well, we'll see how it goes, but I don't see any advantage going down to either side. They both have equal
Hmm.
amounts of CC, stuns. Although purple team does have quite a bit more CC than
Yeah,
blue team.
there's
Blue team is
something.
definitely going for damage.
Uh-huh. Now, something interesting I've noticed is that the Ziggs is up against a an Assassinari most likely, and he's opted for Ignite over Barrier. Do you think he would have been better off with a barrier, considering you mentioned Ari's 1v1 potential? Do you think he would have been better with a barrier, or do you think the Ignite for the kill potential is better for him?
He's just, I feel like he's just opting to. He's just hoping he's going to get enough poke off to proc that ignite and just get enough damage to take her out before she can even get it in that close. So that ignite is definitely going to help just try to finish her off. But barrier would have been a good choice, but I feel like he's just confident enough to be able to take her out before she can even get close enough.
Hmm. Hmm. Especially if Warwick, offers suppression to someone.
Hmm.
Because a roaming Warwick could do a lot of good for this team.
I could definitely see
Offering his
Warwick.
ultimate.
I could definitely see WW roaming a lot this game. Top WWs usually roam quite a bit. They also have
Mhm.
that Jungler Deer, which has incredible ganking potential just because of the speed and the constant stun, the damage. It's just, if he gets in lane and nails that stun, you're not going to get away from him. So that just
Yeah.
ganking potential is going to be a massive advantage.
Now I also noticed that between with Lucian's double shot,
Mhm.
Ziggs passive, the short fuse, and Warwick's attack speed and Udyr's ability of lane presence, I feel like the purple team has some very good tower pressure this game. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they can gain an early lead. I wouldn't be surprised to watch them take out towers fairly quickly, just because of all their abilities. Because the blue team, for example, they have in the bottom lane, Thresh has decent wave clear, but Vayne really doesn't have much um, wave clear, so that might hinder their bottom lane early game even more.
Yep. Which teams are playing?
We have Final Hour on the blue team, and Odin's Greatbeard as the purple team.
Odin's Greatbeard. Odin's Greatbeard is the blue team.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. There we go. So, starting off, we noticed that the blue team has run right out of the gate out of their base fairly early, and we see that they're just going to defend, preventing any possible invades. Do you think that the purple team has a good invade ability, or do you think they're just going to do the same and watch for an invade?
Hmm. I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. Tiger Ear, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. That's really interesting actually to see that. I wasn't expecting that.
To see a Tiger Udyr?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because I know Phoenix Udyr tends to clear faster, but Tiger Udyr has much more upfront damage. I'm wondering if this means that he's going to be opting for a gank heavy style, or if he's just, it's personal preference to start with Tiger Udyr.
Yeah, we'll
Definitely see with that.
definitely see what's happening there.
Interesting thing, in bottom lane we see that Leona has opted for the ancient coin start, to get more gold initially, or get more gold over time, whereas Thresh has decided to go for a Doran shield start. Do you think that that's going to have much of an impact, or what do you think will happen there?
The Doran shield is a very interesting start. I've seen a lot of tanks. Thresh is just trying to keep that early game damage, from Lucian down, enough to try to give his ADC the ability to get ahead. Vayne just needs to get out of that early game as quickly as possible, and just try to get to that mid game and just start trying to get as much damage and poke and initiate. So Thresh is just trying to keep that damage down while he tries to give Vayne an advantage and get her through early game.
I find this interesting. It looks like the blue team has gotten the early level 2. Oh, and the hook lands. Vayne flashes, goes for the Gen M, but doesn't quite land it, and Thresh picks up first blood.
Yeah, I mean, Thresh getting first blood is very interesting. We'll see where that leads. But
I know it's not great, but any assist Vayne can get at this point, considering how weak she is early game, will definitely help.
Yep.
You see the Flay coming in and more. Oh, the hook landing as well. Leona having to burn her flash to get it out of that one. Interested to see how that continues, because traditionally Vayne is much weaker in lane than the Lucian is. I'm thinking it's just player skill coming into account.
Oh, Ziggs only go. Oh, is he gonna get ignite?
Is he gonna get ignited?
No.
And he manages to get away with the slimmer of HP.
That tick barely gets out there.
His life.
Yep.
Leona going in, gets flayed out of the Zenith Blade again. But Thresh is currently out of mana. However, Leona is out of health.
They're just trying to put as much pressure on bottom just to get Vayne that needed CS and early game potential that she can, I apologize, get out of that early game and get that mid game potential as quickly as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Now Warwick is out sustaining top on Olaf, but he is burning a lot of mana very quickly.
He does, however, have a mana pot and a Doran's Ring, so if he can manage to stay on top of his CS here, he'll get mana with each unity kills, and for his sake, hopefully manage to sustain through the lane.
There goes...
Because Olaf has a lot of damage.
There goes Olaf with popping those true damage pokes as quickly as possible, just ignoring that armor, any armor. Now Warwick does have 43 armor, he's just using that to ignore his armor as quickly as possible and just get his health down, maybe going for an engage. But Warwick is providing a lot of pressure on Olaf, just trying to keep him back.
Something important to note is that that Olaf's true damage actually costs no mana, it just costs health.
Yep.
So
Olaf might go down here. Oh, there goes the ignite. He's gonna pop his ghost, but the flash and the kill by Warwick. Oh, there's stuff going down. Stuff going down bot. Oh, Vayne is proccing those silver shots there. She may end up getting Leona here with her passive.
Leona and Udi are trying to bait her a little bit, but
nope.
If anything, Vayne's just gonna pick up the kill.
With her passive, it's pretty much impossible to outrun her.
Diggs dodging the charm here. Ahri is losing a lot of mana to get poke on him, and we see the blue team picking up an early dragon, which is really good.
6 minutes
they're
in,
trading the damage too.
6 minutes in is extremely early.
Yeah,
early,
they have a very fast dragon with Vayne. That percent health true damage is fantastic for taking Baron and Dragon even early in the game.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what happens here. They are up by 1.7k.
Almost 2,000 gold.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're increasing their gold lead because they're able, at least bot lane, they're able to deny CS. And then, honestly, the only lane for purple team that's doing well at the moment is the top lane, which has a kill lead and a CS lead, because the jungle, the mid, and the bottom lanes are all behind in farm.
Warwick's gonna pick up a Giant's Belt and boots on that back there. He's also gonna pick up another mana pot. It looks like he needs that mana pot to keep that sustain.
Do you think he's gonna opt for a Sunfire first, or perhaps another item like Randuin's?
Most likely Sunfire. He wants to clear those minion waves quickly and try to get that pressure off that Olaf is creating.
Yeah, Olaf has a lot more push than him. And if he opts for an early Sunfire, it adds to his damage, and it might give him the ability to push fast enough to roam, which, considering he's the lane that's winning, would be very important right now.
There goes Olaf putting as much pressure as possible on that tower to try to keep that pressure and lead that Warwick is having down to a minimum.
Olaf did, however, take a couple free tower hits, which is not good. Oh, we see the Vi actually stealing red buff, and she's probably just gonna, vault breaker the wall, get away from Udyr there. Great play by blue team's jungler.
Ooh, there goes Ahri with the charm. Oh, she's gonna dash in with her ultimate. There goes the Zigzag, pops down. The Knight is not gonna quite get her, but she is gonna pick up that kill on Ziggs.
Man, one more Ziggs bomb could have easily picked that up for him.
Ahri is out of mana, and Hell's gonna have to go back while Vi just walks right past. Udyr's coming in, but they do have that warded, so they definitely know he's coming.
It looks like seeing as Udyr's out of position, they're actually going to steal both his buffs, getting the blue buff this time.
They're just
kind of unfortunate for Udyr. He can't do anything because his team is out.
They're trying to deny him as much buffs as he can, because Udyr's incredibly hard to shut down if you just give him an early game lead. Now they are about to take out Angel Wings if he does not get out of here quickly. There goes the ultimate. Vi pops up and then picks up Vayne, another kill.
Yeah, amazing stuff coming out of the blue team bottom lane here in jungler. They're really shutting down the whole map because they're denying the purple team jungler, which is really just not giving purple team any chance to help the other lanes catch up. I just don't know what the purple team can do in this case, because every lane's having a rough time, and really they're just running out of options.
Lucian has to blow his flash there.
Scales.
Yeah, Lucian has to blow. Oh, B-Bag is there. Goes the ignite to keep that sustain down. He's going to pop in and pick up the kill with the true damage. That's a good counter on Olaf, just keeping that pressure off Warwick and poking him down.
I'm surprised though. I'm pretty sure Warwick had enough mana to use his ultimate there. Interesting fact is that Warwick's ultimate grants him a large amount of lifesteal for the duration of... Oh, Lucian getting hooked, takes 2 shots of silver bolts, but the third doesn't quite hit. And again, a lot of trade going favorably for the blue team here. They've got better items and are higher level than the purple team.
They're also up by about 4k now, and Ahri's going to grab blue from Vi there, because she does not need it. What do you think Vi's going to opt for in items? Do you think she's going to go tanky, or since she's ahead, do you think she's going to go for the Lizard Elder build? I'm expecting her to probably go Lizard Elder. They need the damage. Yep, there goes the boots and the double long swords. She's going to pick up a pink ward too. That's interesting.
Yeah, we see 2 pink wards out of the blue team, and I really like early. Oh, hook landing on Leona. Thresh doesn't do anything with it though, but I like the early pink wards because now that they've been changed to last forever, if you put them in your own jungle, you've got guaranteed vision for possibly 10-15 minutes, which is really cost effective.
Ooh, hook misses. Purple definitely needs to come up with something quickly.
Oh, Leona going in. Unfortunately, she's down a level and gets flayed. But still puts a little bit of damage down onto Thresh.
Vi's gonna clear out that pink ward. If you can keep a pink ward alive for more than 3 minutes, it's cost effective. So,
for sure.
Ooh, Ahri's popping in. Oh, insta dead, just eliminated.
And she just gives the Ziggs. We see that Warwick actually attempted to roam. However,
Olaf is
it was cut off on the way back by Olaf.
Olaf is just putting so much pressure on Warwick now. He can't do anything. There goes another. Oh, the ultimate from Leona. Is she gonna dash in? There goes Xenoblade, pops in. Lucian is not gonna pick up that kill. Udyr picks up that kill actually. but goes down quickly after. Double kill ult from Vayne, which is gonna put them at another huge advantage, making her 4-0-1. Meatbag's gonna go down too from that Ragnarok not being able to be disabled and popping that true damage to finish them off.
Yeah. Now, one thing I'm interested about is that while blue team is behind, or purple team is behind significantly, their jungler actually has.
Lucian may go down here.
Lucian's
gonna go down. There goes another kill. 10-2.
Yep.
The gold lead is now almost 7,000.
Gold lead just continues to rise. What do you think? What do you think the purple team here needs to be doing to try to catch back up?
They need to group. The only way they're gonna come back is they need to get good ganks. They need to group and they need to roam to get anything done. They're just not getting enough CC and damage and the engages they're throwing in.
Because I would really like to see them with a bit more vision. If I toggle the vision, Leona going in on Vayne here, taking a large amount of damage. Vayne's got red buff too, and flash.
Oh, there goes a Ziggs ultimate. Olaf is gonna pop in. Almost gets Ziggs. Is he gonna get Ziggs? There goes that true damage.
Ziggs
right
flashes
about
out,
now.
but Olaf is surely gonna catch him.
Warwick pops that ultimate, kills Vi, and they're just gonna chase down Olaf here. There goes true damage again. There goes that Ahri assassin popping in there. She's gonna dash and take another kill. It's now 14-3.
As I was saying before, I'd really like the purple team to ward a bit more. If you look at their vision, they've really only got two wards on the field at the moment, and I feel like one of their best options right now would be to have everybody pick up a ward and start looking to prevent those picks from happening. Like Ahri, Vi, and Olaf are all in their jungle. I feel they would be much better off with a couple 75 gold purchases to prevent those picks from happening.
Yeah, definitely. You have the trinkets, but they're not going to do much. Excuse me.
Leader coming in, stuns Thresh.
Ooh, Leona pops in. Ziggs is going to pop that satchel charge, trying to knock him back. Lucian blows his ultimate. They are going to get the kill on Vi there, giving it to Lucian. And Lucian pops his star there, but... Vayne did just pop her ultimate.
Vayne popping her ultimate.
Ahri's coming in from the behind. She may dash it and kill. They do have vision on it.
She's got vision of this buff. She can easily steal this buff. Oh.
And is she going to pick it up? She picks it up.
She's trying to take the buff.
She picked it up.
Oh, Ahri does get the buff.
Flashes out. Are they going to catch her though? No, Vayne comes into cover and kills... Ziggs ultimate, but is not quite doing enough damage, but he is going to pop the bomb any second now. There goes the mines, shut down. But is going to get killed by Vayne.
Oh, or is he? He might get away? No. Vayne's going to get him for sure. And she's going to have tumble up in a sec.
Lucian's chasing coming up. Lucian may be able to get her.
He's going to stun him. No, he's not going to get away. He's already used his flash.
Ooh, there comes Vi with the ultimate. Ooh, she's punching the crud out of him. He's out of mana now. But that tower's almost dead.
He's gonna have to get out of there quickly, or... Well, no, Vi is backing off and Vayne's recalling as well, so... He doesn't really have any threat on him. Meanwhile, top lane, we see Warwick has lost his tower, and is actually now behind in CS and kills, so... At this point... I mean, the gold lead is now almost 10,000. It's 9,000 gold at 16 minutes. Getting very, very hard for the purple team to do much.
There goes a pause because Olaf.
Yep. I guess we just wait now.
Let's take a gold lead, or sorry, a gold check here. So it looks like Warwick is down by almost 2,000 gold. The junglers are about even. Ahri is up by about 2,500 almost on Ziggs. Vayne is at 6,500, and Lucian is only at 3,700. So that gold difference, Thresh is at 4,400 and Leon is at 3,000. So I mean the gold difference on all lanes is huge except for jungler.
Zig's having to satchel out, but Ari still has more charges of her ultimate. He gets a lot of damage onto him with that Q. Ari's also got her her ignite up, so she's got a lot of kill potential on Ziggs right now, who's having to hug tower.
Purple or red team's having an extremely hard time trying to hold this bottom tower right now.
Now we see that Vayne is opting for attack speed Vayne in this game. Oh,
ooh, Ziggs is gonna get taken out. Almost is gonna get killed. Oh, Ari gets taken out by the ignite. Oh, Zenith Blade there by
Leona. She's going aggressive, but Vayne's got so much attack speed, and with her true damage, this tower is gonna go down as well.
Leona misses her ult.
Not hitting anything.
They're also going to take mid tower here.
Vi's putting pressure. Yeah.
Vi's going to end up taking this. Udyr getting shut down early game, not being able to give any lane any help at all.
Now the gold lead has hit 10k, and it's actually increasing. It's now 11,000 gold. Lucian having to relentless pursuit out of that, so Vayne can't kill him. But gold lead keeps increasing.
Olaf gets caught out here, but he's gonna go ham all over here.
He's putting a lot of damage onto Olaf, though.
He cannot be disabled because of his ultimate. Warwick does have his ultimate.
His ultimate's run out. Warwick could disable him here.
I don't know why he's not going.
If he's holding on to it.
No, he's gonna die.
Warwick flashes.
I don't know why he didn't use it.
That would have been an excellent pick by the purple team to get themselves back into this game. Ziggs having to flash to dodge the Ahri charm.
They're gonna take a tier 2 mid tower now. They're gonna also take tier 2 top tower now.
Yeah, where do you see the blue team going next? Do you think they're gonna go for Baron or opt to keep pushing towers?
They'll probably try to take all the tier 2 towers and then go Baron. It's only hitting 20 minutes, so.
So Baron still does a large amount of damage to them, even with their huge lead. We see the blue team Vayne taking the buffs again. I mean, they're constantly denying experience from jungle creeps and a lot of map presence to the purple team just by being out in these areas. Purple team can't risk getting caught out because they're already far behind, and going one more man down just makes a fight even harder. They're now rotating towards the blue buff. I mean, what can purple team possibly do to stop this? They need to find a way to stop the bleeding this game, because they're just losing objectives.
Blue's gonna steal that blue buff again. Just stealing their jungle all game.
Oh,
Ahri may get caught. Ooh!
Warwick ulti coming down, interrupted by the flay.
Ooh, that Zigzag comes in, does nothing though. Angel Wings gets knocked back there, is maybe gonna die here. Vi walks out barely with any health.
We see Olaf coming in, putting a large amount of damage onto the Udyr. He's just gonna get satcheled and walk away. He's got his Ravenous Hydra and Sunfire cape completed at this point, so he's got a very good mix of tankiness and damage, as you said earlier. He's got a lot of true damage, and he's got a lot of wave clear. decent poke, and on top of that, he's just very, very tanky and extremely difficult to control in team fights with his ultimate. Now, I'm really interested that that Udyr he's opted to go Wit's End next, which is a good magic resist item and synergizes well with his ultimate, but doesn't give him much flat magic resist up front, and he's been dying very easily to Ahri so far this game. I'd much rather have seen a Spirit Visage out of him, maybe. What do you think about that?
Spirit Visage would have been a big move. I don't think Wit's End is the way to go right now. I think it's going to just be a waste of money, and it's not going to give him enough protection. I definitely think he should have gone Spirit Visage.
Yeah, it's that or Banshee's Veil for the ability to block a charm.
There's Olaf again. Oh, he come back.
Oh, they might have paused and we just didn't see it because we're in spectator. Ahri picking up the blue buff. Meanwhile, Vayne's got double buffs, and Ahri's got a Void Staff and another Needless at this point. Charm landing, and Leona is just going to get bursted. If that's your tanky support getting bursted that easily, I mean, what's going to happen to the rest of your team?
There's not much you can do. It looks like Blue's going to go in for Baron here. This is a little bit of an early Baron, but they should be able to easily do it with no competition. But it looks like
they've got a 15,000 gold lead.
Udyr is coming down. Flash. Oh, steals it. Ziggs ultimately comes in.
It. What a great steal.
Oh, Udyr does get taken out though.
He does get killed, but what a great steal coming out of the purple team. That was a fantastic smite. If we look, Vi did not even smite it. Probably either didn't have smite or did not realize that that Udyr was capable of getting in there. Especially excellent job considering Vi has a level on Udyr, which means his smite does less damage. Now, do you think this Baron's going to be enough to keep the purple team in the game, or do you think blue team is just looking to close this one out?
I think the Baron will help them defend, but I don't think they're really going to be able to make much of a push at this much of a gold difference. Is just basically going to be extremely hard for them to be able to defend even with Baron buff.
Now, interesting thing, Udyr did end up continuing on with that Tiger stance, opting... Oh, we see Olaf disconnecting again. But Udyr ends up opting, or maxing out Tiger stance and has so far not put any points into Phoenix. I find that interesting because it really hampered his clear, and considering his lanes were losing, clearing a bit more would have been a very safe option for him. Regardless, we do see purple team putting a lot of pressure on this top tier 1 tower, but they're losing their inhibitor tower. Ahri going down to the ignite. Great job by Warwick stalling. We also see Vi going down to Leona.
It was a double kill by Vayne. Oh, he's gonna get killed.
Oh,
Leona picks up that double kill.
That was a 2v4. Or 2v... Yeah. That was a 2v4 with Thresh getting away. That's impressive. Great job by the purple team. Still down over 12k gold, but a great fight for them and possibly the start to a comeback. Compared to earlier, if I look now, the purple team is doing a much better job at maintaining vision of their base. I see that they've invested a lot more heavily in wards, and I believe it's starting to finally pay off for them. They're able to find a foothold in this game. Very small foothold, but it's still a foothold. Blue team poising around Dragon here. Do you think the purple team should contest this or just give it up?
Probably just end up giving it up. You just can't. Red team just can't risk anything right now. Like right there, Deer getting a little bit caught out there. He's gonna end up dying. Vi is blowing her ultimate.
He's gonna go down. Warwick coming in with the suppression, but he's 1v3, not able to do anything here. Gets hooked and goes down to Vayne. Olaf and Ziggs trading under tower top lane. 3 for 1 in the past minute for purple and blue teams. You see Charm landing on Lucian, DFG going in, he is down. Charm landing on Angel. He's gonna go down as well. A lot of damage being put on this tower. Blue team gonna pick up a purple inhibitor.
It's gonna put blue team at a. Sorry, I apologize. Red team at a huge disadvantage now having that inhibitor take it out.
Dragon is still up, interestingly. So blue team opted for the inhibitor over that dragon. Definitely a good choice. Vayne taking the red buff again, and Vi's just going to pick up the dragon while the rest of her team backs. Vi, interestingly enough, picked up a Sunfire cape this game. So even though she was ahead, she got a very smart purchase. Also notice Ahri's picked up a Zhonya's, so hopefully she won't be having any more problems dying to Warwick or someone who stuns her under tower. Should be able to just Zhonya's to survive. Also, Baron is up in 1:30, so, you know, Udyr might be able to contest this again, considering he got it last time, and if they can get another Baron, they can possibly pull themselves back into a position to fight these team fights, because they are still down a large amount of gold. Still down 15,000 gold. Blue team just denying more vision to the purple team. However, the purple team has very good anti-siege between Ziggs, Lucian, and Warwick's attack speed boost. We see Vi charging up on the Vault Breaker, not going to act on it. Oh, Charm landing on Udyr. Large damage, has to flash out. However, Leona is going to get taken out. Are you still there, Ace?
Yep, I'm here. I mean, just look at the gold difference. I mean, Ahri has that assassination ultimate, instantly just wiping out the backlane Lucian. Immediately just takes out Udyr, even with this tankiness. The turn was targeting Ahri though, and they're just going to pick up another inhibitor here. I mean, look at the gold difference. It's literally running on about 20,000 gold right now. There's just nothing purple can do, or red.
Yeah, and it looks like the game is going to be going to the blue team, although I do want to give the purple team credit. They had a massive gold lead all game, but did manage to stall it out to 30 minutes.
Definitely. It's a big ups to them. They are going to grab the win here.
Yeah, 5 for 1 ace. Or no, yeah, 4 for 1 ace. And victory goes over to the blue team. Nice job to Final Hour, defeating Odin's Great Beard. Are we hosting Versace next? Do you know?
I think we are.
Okay. I turned off the stream, by the way.
Okay.
I believe we're hosting Versace because I just got an invite. I'm gonna hop right back. Ace, I just got a message from one of the guys on Influx. I'll just be right back before the rest of the team shows up. I'm just
Okay.
gonna change channels on TeamSpeak.
User left your channel.